Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Now, not so long ago in Diablo 3, what people did to make gold was they'd buy up a whole bunch of perfect square gems and they'd get these recipes for the final gems and then they'd sell them. They'd make 1 million, 2 million, something like that, and they'd be very happy with that profit. Now, this is no longer possible. As you can see here in the calculator that I have for you guys, the Diablo 3 gem calculator. This is just some random website I found. Inputting the values straight from the auction house, 1800 plus per flawless square. This is for the emeralds, and 1000 per tome of secrets. This is considering that you already have the recipe. If you want to break even, you have to be able to post it on the auction house for over 21.6 million. Now, how realistic is that? Well, if you've played Diablo 3 lately, and I know some of you haven't, but let me just tell you what's going on. You can go to the auction house and buy yourself a Radiant Star Emerald for 16 million. So you're probably asking, like, I don't understand. How is it so much less than the actual cost to make one? And it's not like these things drop in the game, right? So every single one that has been crafted is selling for less than its base value. So what's going on? Are they duping? They have to be duping. It's dupes. It's dupes. You heard it here first. No, it's not dupes. This is what's going on. It comes from the fact that the actual value of gold in dollars is substantially lower than the value of the gold when you purchase it from the real money auction house. And that poses a few very strange things in the market, and I know some people take advantage of this and make a lot of money doing so. Now, this is a strategy that I just analyzed. I'm sure someone's out there doing this, so I'm going to ruin their day, but I just want to give you guys this as an example to see what people do to make a lot of money from video games and maybe other stuff in other corners of life. So I have a model over here for you guys. If you invest $230 in the real money auction house, you can buy 10 Radiant Star Emeralds. That's right. They're going for $23 a pop. Now, if you would go ahead and sell each of those on the gold auction house, you would get 16 million a piece. If you sell all 10, which, trust me, is very easy to do, you'd get 160 million. Well, you wouldn't get 160 million, that's what they would sell for. You would get 15% less, which would come to a total of 136 million. Now, if you take this 136 million and sell it back to the real money auction house, if you sell it towards your BattleNet balance, you can make $289. If you send it to your PayPal balance, you can gain $245. And I just put like a random output input. So over your original investment, if all you do is the PayPal version of the transaction, you'd make 6.5% on your investment. Now this, it counts a few factors. It counts that you don't actually want to keep it as a BattleNet balance, because keep in mind, if you keep it as a BattleNet balance, you can then use that to buy more gems, to try to expand on this idea. But if you send it to PayPal, obviously you get 15% less, but you still make a profit, as you can see. And also, the second assumption, which some people are like, what? Gold doesn't sell on the real money auction house. No one buys that crap. Why would you buy gold on the real money auction house? While I don't know the answer to why someone would buy gold on the real money auction house, the reality is that they do. Here's just some gold logs from a couple of days ago. Using the gold selling strategy that I outlined in a previous video, you just piece it out based on how many auctions you have left, and you put it at a strategic time and you space it out accordingly. And in my experience, and I have sold quite a bit of gold on the real money auction house even in the last couple of days, roughly 30 to 40% of the gold that you list with this strategy, at least the unoptimized version that I tried, 30 to 40% tends to sell. So you can count that, and there you have it. A perfect perfectly outlined business strategy for Diablo 3. And there's a few things to keep in mind. Obviously, I just showed you guys this as a form of exercise so you can get kind of an idea about what's going on. A lot of this comes from the fact that the auction house is inherently broken because of the gold price and the difference between that price on the real money auction house and that where you can buy it from third parties. This won't always be the case, but there always is cases like these. You know, when I talked about, you know, buying and selling in World of Warcraft auction houses and all that stuff, it was never like statistics. It was like generally people buy this, generally people buy that. You can generally get that much for it and whatnot. But when there's two auction houses that deal with different currencies, the potential to just flip stuff constantly is enormous. So you have to keep that in mind. Maybe you guys enjoy the idea, but I know some of you are gonna get some money making ideas from my little tips today. And hopefully everything goes well for you guys. And be careful with what you do when it comes to real money transactions. I'll see you guys tomorrow.